February, it's Heart Month, and part of that celebration calls for promoting healthy changes that can lead to a heart-healthy lifestyle. And one of the most important choices that we can all make is about the food that we decide to prepare, to eat, and to serve to our families.
That's right. Holly Dykstra is a registered dietitian at Spectrum Health, and she's here to talk about healthy eating for heart health and Spectrum Health's Preventive Cardiology program. Welcome, Holly.
Hi, thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure.
You've got some pretty good goals here, Holly, right? Prevent the bad, right? Get to the good. Tell us about this preventative cardiology and the program and its goals.
So the Preventive Cardiology program is a multidisciplinary program, and it incorporates myself, so a registered dietitian, and a clinical health psychologist, and a preventive cardiologist, as well as a physician's assistant. And our goal is to reduce the burden of chronic disease and minimizing the risk of cardiovascular disease overall by making changes in someone's lifestyle and nutrition habits.
Okay, let's talk about that connection between healthy eating and your heart.
It's a really significant connection. What we eat really matters to our health, and for several reasons. The foods that we eat have a lot of important nutrients in them, and over time, when we continue to eat certain foods, we're going to have changes in our health because of those. So research shows that if you're eating a more of a plant-based diet, you can reduce your risk of cardiovascular diseases by up to 50%, depending on who you are and your genetics and other factors as well.
Yeah, obviously there are many factors that play into this, but for our viewers right now, do you have any maybe specific recommendations that we could take home today, in the kitchen?
Yes, thank you for asking. So first of all, we want to make sure that your eating habits are right for you. So my job at the Preventive Cardiology Clinic is to do individual nutrition counseling, where I would want to find out what you like, what your preferences are. And then after that, we usually encourage some form of a plant-based eating pattern. So that's going to be a diet that's stronger in plant-based foods, which are fruits and vegetables, as well as beans and lentils and whole grains and nuts and seeds. So that's kind of the broad recommendation right there.
All right, who do you feel would be eligible for this preventive cardiology program?
Anybody with known heart disease, anybody with multiple risk factors for heart disease, so lipids, high lipids, so high triglycerides, high cholesterol levels, anybody with a family history of cardiovascular disease, anybody struggling with confusion around nutrition and eating. We really kind of spend a lot of time getting rid of the fad diets and focusing more on evidence-based recommendations for heart healthy eating, as well as other lifestyle recommendations too. So if you're feeling like you just have confusion with the recommendations that are out there for preventing heart disease, then we would be happy to see you. And that's when I can go through and tell you some good specific recommendations for you.
Just the high cholesterol alone is a pretty big group of people out there. So if that's you, and you may be a potential candidate, or even your genetic history, I mean, that's a big group of people. How can people find out more? What's the first step?
So you can talk to your doctor for a referral, and they can refer you to come and see our cardiologist or our health psychologist or myself, and we can, once you get a referral, you can come in and see us here at Spectrum Health, and we'd be happy to work with you then.
Thanks, Holly.
Yeah.
Hey, you are what you eat, right? Hey, take care of your heart, and you can do that partially through your diet, as you just heard. You want to learn more, visit Spectrum Health Preventative Cardiology on the website. There's a link there, and we'll have a link at fox17online.com as well. We'll be right back.